Cookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Hello!
Oh my gosh.
What? Ooh, look at that. That's fancy blurred out background.
What is
Look at this.
You pixelated.
I just found this setting inside of Skype, and it's like, blur out your background. I was like, why not? Let's try it.
That's really cool. Can you do that, Pat?
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm just IT. I don't know how. I'm gonna take a picture. Have you? That looks. You know what you look like? It looks like 3D almost. Like
I know, right?
It looks like no. It kind of looks like green screen.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
That's
it looks like green
funky.
screen. It looks like you're just like.
Unblur my
there we
background.
go. Ooh, you changed your. You're in.
You like
different
that?
place. Yeah.
How easy is it?
Pretty cool, right?
Where's that setting?
This is my bedroom.
No, I mean the setting for.
Where's my bedroom?
Oh, we are. We have friends
funny.
in from Germany, so they're in the office / guest bedroom. So now my office is in our bedroom right now.
Good
My
job.
only sad part is that I've got just natural light coming in, so I look super pale and ghostly.
You don't.
Well, it adds
Oh,
to the
thanks,
effect.
trying to be nice.
It's California pale, so it's for
Yeah.
Nebraskans, it's nice tan.
You want to see pale? I'll take my shirt off. That's gross.
Do you want me to unblur it? Which looks better?
I like the blur.
Blur's kind of
Yeah?
kind
It's
of
kind of
fancy.
funky. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
All right, so you sent over some links with some stuff that's going on, and I'm familiar with 2 of the 3 stories.
We've had our head buried in the sand. We need you, Dax.
We have. We have. This Parkville Media stuff is just man, got so much stuff going on. I haven't been able to follow Meghan Markle.
Killing it up there.
It's going really well.
Yeah, we're happy about it.
It is. It's been really fun. But yeah, I'm missing out on. I just happened to see the story about Jessica Simpson.
I love this story.
I do too.
So Jessica, I mean, listen, I think a lot of people like this story because I think a lot of people can relate to weight loss and struggling with weight, and especially Jessica Simpson, who we've seen over the years fluctuate so much. And after she has a baby, she'll shrink down, and then the next baby, she'll balloon back up. And this time she has lost a ton of weight. So she gave birth to little Birdie Mae a little while back, and she says that she tipped the scales at 240 with Birdie.
Holy
She
cow,
has now
really?
lost over 100 pounds. She posted a photo on her Instagram page. She looks super skinny, but the one thing she said, she goes, I feel like myself again. And I think that's the one thing that people struggle with is they feel so different when they're not at their ideal weight or they're
Right.
not feeling like themselves. And she wants to take a little step further, actually. She is writing a memoir. And
Wow.
she wants to inspire people. She wants to, there were, I guess, a lot of times during this weight loss journey where she was like, I'm over it. I want to give up. I don't care anymore. I'm tired. This is hard work.
Give me my
and
Doritos.
She's working with Harley Pasternak, who is a big time celebrity trainer. And she goes, I just had to push through it. And she's really happy with her results.
I mean, it took her. This is really incredible because it was 6 months, and so she was pushing, no doubt, but she was also fighting, and I feel bad for her because being in the position she's in, she's always taken a ton of criticism from the haters, and
Yep.
they go right after her the minute she has on mom pants, the minute her butt looks big, the minute her boobs are hanging out in the wrong way, or she's whatever, and she's taking it.
And your boobs hang out the wrong way.
I was just wondering. That's an
happen.
oxymoron,
Whatever.
I believe.
No, it can happen.
Sorry. Pause for 1 sec. I'm having trouble with your guys' audio. Let me see if it's on my side.
Okay.
I'm sure it's on our end, obviously, but I don't know what it could be.
All right. We'll keep going, and then I'll just, if I have a blank stare on my face, it's because I have no idea what she said.
Okay,
But I'll
hold.
pretend like I can hear her the whole time.
I think we should just go TBT back to Jessica Simpson when she wore those Daisy Duke shorts a long time ago.
Oh, God. I pitched that out on TMZ back in the day. I remember
Yeah.
getting those. The chili cook-off.
Yes.
Mom jeans. And wow, I didn't realize that caused such a stir, but that was a big deal. But here's the thing. Put aside the fact that she has been criticized, that makes her the best candidate for, remember when she did, what was it, Jenny Craig or...
Weight Watchers, right?
Weight Watchers, something
Watchers.
like that. I mean, it puts her in that category to get paid a lot of money because she has fluctuated and because she becomes then relatable to normal people.
That's where Kirstie Alley and that's also where Marie Osmond benefit because they have been so vulnerable and they've shown, it's a struggle. Now, Valerie Bertinelli was another one. She had huge success with Jenny Craig, and she's just basically flew the bird at it and said, I'm done.
It's true. I mean, so whatever. I'm proud of her. I think that's great. I think the biggest part is, more than weight, more than whatever people say, it's feeling like yourself again. So good for her.
Excellent. All right, let's go to the Royals. This isn't always my favorite topic. I'm not like a Royal watcher.
You're not a Royal fan?
I know. How weird
love
is
it.
that?
I can't get enough of the Royals. I don't know why.
I don't know. I guess I get tired of I think the other day there was something that Harry said about the weight of the destruction that humankind is on Earth, and some days it's a struggle to get out of bed. And I'm like, you are a flipping billionaire, and you can go anywhere you want to go, and you could do whatever you want. Honestly, you've got a platform. You could absolutely set an example. But then again, you can jet off to Africa.
The weight of the crown on his head is very heavy sometimes.
Huge, apparently.
Relate.
So what's your take on the Royals now?
No, I listen. I love them. I think
After that, what's he gonna say?
I love them so much. I just think it's a fun topic. Maybe because you grow up watching Disney movies about princesses and princes, and so it's fun to see like a real life one. But Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and little baby Archie were down in Cape Town, South Africa. They were meeting with Archbishop Desmond Tutu, and kind of, I guess it's like retracing the steps that his mother did back in the day. I mean, Desmond Tutu was apparently very good friends with Princess Diana, and this was Archie's first royal engagement. So it's kind of fun to see the little baby out. He is absolutely adorable. But the photos that I love are on Hollywood Pipeline. If you go, it's like them sitting on a couch talking to the Archbishop, and there is like a tray of, I don't know if it's cupcakes or cake or whatever, stacked up in front of Archie, and they're all having conversation, and Archie is just staring at the cupcakes. Mom, Dad, I'm a prince. Give me a damn cupcake.
No doubt. I don't blame him. But you're right about that. The whole princess thing. I know for a lot of people, the Meghan Markle princess connection. For some people, whatever. But I guess that hasn't happened in a long time. A commoner, right?
I think it's just fun. I think it's fun to talk about. It's always something positive. It takes you out of like the crappy news cycle where you're just death and destruction, and you talk about something that is lighthearted and fun.
Yes,
it was fun until you brought it up to Mother over here, and
Whatever.
she just pooped all over it. It was super fun.
Whatever.
Until she just crapped all over
Yeah,
my oil.
that's what I'm here for. I'm here all week.
What and the other link that you had sent us to about Harrison Ford saying that he was Kevin Costner.
What happened?
So this was funny. So Harrison Ford walking down the street in New York, cameras are rolling, paparazzi everywhere, and as he's walking, you hear someone in the crowd. Because listen, if you're in New York and you see a bunch of camera guys running around, you're gonna be like, what's going on? Well, they see Harrison walking. Apparently, the person didn't recognize one of the biggest actors on the entire planet and yells out, Who is that? Who are they filming? And before anyone else could answer, Harrison looks over and goes, Kevin Costner, and then just keeps walking. I love that kind of sense of humor because he must, obviously he's so famous. Everyone recognizes him. Actually, in this video, as he continues to walk down the street, the cameras keep following him. They don't say anything, but he just keeps walking. Everyone is like, they're rubbernecking it as he's going by, because you catch for a second, you're like, wait, is that, oh my God, it's Harrison Ford. It's Han Solo right there.
I love it. He's one of my favorites.
I love him. I really do. Gabrielle Union tweeted out or retweeted something a couple of days ago of somebody that said they got a picture like, I can't believe I ran into Idris Elba at a soccer game somewhere and had a picture with him. This guy was freaking out, and it wasn't Idris Elba. And so she retweeted it and goes, well, that's misidentification AF. And it was just funny because this guy kind of looked like him, but not at all.
Not him.
And this guy was so excited that he was meeting him. Like, he had tears in his eyes. So excited.
God. You know what? Speaking of Gabrielle Union, as we speak, we're gearing up for a huge football game this weekend. Game day is going to be in Lincoln, Nebraska, and Ohio State. Yes, huge. And Gabrielle Union has been chosen as the celebrity picker for game day. Right?
Is she from there or anything?
She is. She was born in Omaha.
Okay,
and so
there's the connection. I get it now.
There it is. And so she and Dwayne Wade come back every once in a while for games, and so they get the royal treatment out on the field, and they have of course, right? But they posted it, and two things happened. First off, there were a bunch of people in the comments. I'm like, I don't know who these people are, and not just Nebraska fans. There were some game day fans, and they were like, "Who the hell is that?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" You
What?
don't know. And so people were putting up all kinds of memes of her from different movies and things that she's been in. It's crazy. Right?
I never get an invite back to my hometown. No one cares about me, guys.
What's your
Amy
hometown?
Adams is from my hometown, so it's
you got trumped
might
on
as well
that one.
give up now.
What's your hometown?
Castle Rock, Colorado.
Oh, cool.
It sounds picturesque, like Castle Rock, Colorado. It sounds like a place where movies
They're
are based.
legit giant rock on the top of a hill. So Castle Rock.
Okay, isn't there also a castle? Isn't there also a Castle Rock in Maine, near Stephen King?
Is that maybe that's why they have Castle Rock Entertainment? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
That's I think.
that place.
That's it.
I don't know if it's real or if it's just a city he made
I think
up.
it is
though.
real.
I'm not sure. It could be just something he made up. But anyway, the other thing that Gabrielle Union did is then she also tweeted out. So who's
You're a big
who's,
Gabrielle fan.
Well,
you
I'm a-
hate the Royals, but wow, you are a true fan of Gabrielle Union.
I'm a Husker fan. And she tweeted out, wanted to know what uniform she should wear, which jersey.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot of me included, a lot of people retweeted this kind of a cool story. But one of the seniors that plays for the Huskers torn ACL, so he's done for the year, and he just lost his father a couple weeks ago in a car accident. And he tweeted at her and told her story, and then he's got a picture of his dad and mom, and then his jersey, and that's what she's going to wear.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So there you go. So heartfelt. See, I do have a heart.
Yeah, it's a Husker.
Just
heart.
not for the Royals.
Not for the Royals.
Husker heart.
Hates the Royals.
I can't help it. I can't help it. That's all right. Anyway.
So anything else? What else? Your podcast, most recent episode. What can we expect?
We had Lauren Sivan on. Do you guys know who Lauren Sivan is?
I do not.
Name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
So the name sounds familiar, probably because she was one of the first people to come forward during the Harvey Weinstein case.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
So she was a news reporter here in LA for Fox 11 News, and she got wrapped up in that whole thing. She actually came forward, told her story, but the interesting part was that she told us on the podcast, she was like, I went to Fox right away. I said, hey, I was affected by this whole Harvey Weinstein thing. I want to tell my story. And they ended up basically saying no, don't no, we don't need to talk about it on air.
What?
So she goes, okay. She took her story to some other outlets, and her story got huge. I saw her on the Today Show and GMA, and everyone was covering the story. And Fox ended up letting her go. And she said, well, it was because they were so unhappy that everyone else covered the story and made them look silly. And so,
Wow.
So they passed on it, but it was almost like they were just oh, no. Everyone else is talking about it, not our person. But then everyone else covered it, and they wouldn't. I mean, she even told me about a time where Fox was covering the story about Harvey Weinstein and putting up all the pictures of the women that had come forward with their names under it. Going through, I forget everyone's name. So there were so many women that came forward.
Yeah.
But under hers, it just said reporter. It didn't say her
That's
name
awful.
on her own station.
That is awful.
Oh my God. Idiots.
So she was really interesting. Just her story of running into Harvey Weinstein. And you know what the thing is? She doesn't talk about the Harvey Weinstein thing anymore. She's like, that's part of my life. I don't want to talk about it. But once we got into it, we were able to get some more information out of her that she's never shared before, just because, listen, we're good at what we do.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course you are.
You knew exactly what you were doing. You're a leader down a road. You knew it. Yeah.
Leader in.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you don't talk about that anymore? Challenge.
Accepted. Done. Oh, that's awesome.
So where can we find it?
You can search the Hollywood Pipeline podcast.
Yep.
That is on iTunes. You can find it on, I think it's SoundCloud, but pretty much anywhere major podcasts are displayed. So
Any
go
crazy
search.
pictures right now on Hollywood Pipeline in particuer?
Let me see. I'm trying to remember.
I'll
what
listen
we've
to you.
put
So
up.
many. He can't pick one.
Hold on. Let me scroll through the millions. There were some good photos of Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony. They were reuniting in Miami, hanging out with the kids.
Oh.
That's always good to see, like, the exes playing nice with each other. But I mean, I feel like J-Lo and Mark have always had like a really good post-marriage relationship.
Seems like it.
You know, they keep their children first, and I think it's a good message to send out there to people.
Yeah, definitely. Any pictures of, what did you say earlier in the podcast?
Another
Boobs popping out
Inappropriately?
inappropriately.
In the wrong way?
I couldn't hear anything you just said. I've been faking this the whole time.
Have you?
Pat's mic keeps going out.
Oh my
I
God.
have no idea what he's saying.
That's so weird. It sounds
awesome.
It sounds great on our end.
I did see. Okay, when you were just talking about exes getting along for the sake of the kids, and Gwyneth Paltrow always pops in my mind when you say things like that. And of course, her name has been top of mind lately because they finally figured out why she was walking so funny at the Emmys.
Why was she walking funny?
Because she had on a vintage dress.
Yeah.
And when it was made, they don't do back slits, and so it was like a little tube, and so she had to take itty bitty steps when she was walking. It's really look up the video.
So like. The dress on the bottom was so tight together that her legs couldn't move. That's funny.
And it looked like somebody mentioned something about the jade egg. All I'm saying, that's just what it made somebody think of. Didn't want to lose it. I guess I don't know.
You guys, I feel like I'm so out of touch. I've been so busy with like fantasy football stuff and like the trophy business.
Speaking of which, how's that going?
I didn't even get a chance to watch the Emmys. Like, what a horrible entertainment report of mine. Like, why are you guys even talking to me right now?
We'll delete this.
Sorry, I've got to sell trophies and belts right now. I don't have time for the Emmys.
The guy who owns and runs Hollywood Pipeline just said, I am so out of touch right now. I didn't even watch the Emmys.
I didn't watch the Emmys. I just saw the story about her, and everybody's trying to figure out, why is Gwyneth walking like this? And so that was it. So
I'm gonna go Google search it and act like I saw it during the live telecast.
Absolutely.
Fake until I make it is what I say.
That's right. Well, I got to
just
tell
like
you,
this whole podcast.
if you haven't been able to hear us half the time,
In the words of the great Kim Kardashian, fake it till you make it.
man, that was all. You did a really good job of faking it. Good job.
I bought it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, bud.
All right, so Hollywood Pipeline is where you can go find Dax, all of his stuff he doesn't even know about. That's up there. He posts it. He doesn't know anything about it. But we appreciate you taking the time to come on with us again and search Hollywood Pipeline Podcast as well. Thanks, Dax.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
You got
Bye.
it, buddy. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Maybe Kugler Vision can help us with They don't do hearing.
Well,
do
they don't do hearing. They just do sight.
Yeah.
It's all about vision with Kugler Vision, thus the name. KuglerVision.com is where you need to go. If you've been thinking about getting rid of the contacts or getting rid of the glasses, we've been talking about this the last week, and I'm just going to say it again because you think about all the years that you were buying new glasses, fashion, or you broke them, or you needed a new prescription and you didn't want to just replace the lenses.
Right. No, not at all.
I was going to get the whole thing, right? Renting your vision. Since third or fifth is when I first got glasses. And you think about that. I mean, my God, that's decades of doing that when you could just make a life-changing move and go see Kugler Vision and see what your options are for different procedures.
Go to KuglerVision.com. You can get your scheduled consultations. You can find out kind of where you are, what procedures you qualify for, what's right for you, and then get on the road to not renting your vision anymore.
Right. And it is. For some people, it can be a same-day procedure, as a matter of fact. You go in and get that consultation. You may walk out of there at the end of the day a completely different person. And trust me, when I say it's a game changer, it was a game changer for me.
Definitely.
So get online, KuglerVision.com.
PatandJT.com, also HollywoodPipeline.com. It's Pat and JT everywhere.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.